Okay, first video, 12.5. This is the first time I'm driving it. I just finished downloading. This is going to be a little bit of a highway trip. So we'll see how it does. It is almost 6 o'clock, so it's a little bit of traffic, I'm sure, but I'll go out here and here we'll start and see what it does. This is a hefty intersection, so we'll try right off the bat. So I just gave it a little bit of gas to get it going there. It kind of stopped. But let's see how it reacts. So I had a couple cases on 12.4.3 where this was too aggressive. That was kind of aggressive because there is still a car coming, but it did stay ahead, and it was going into a different lane anyway. But I had a few instances in 12.4.3 where on this exact road coming from that exact intersection or stop sign that it advanced too quickly. I mean, and I gave it some gas just to make sure that the other cars missed me. I don't think it would have caused an issue, but I mean, I really do think it was the other driver slowing down would have been the one to save me on it. So that was better. A little bit more cautious, but just aggressive enough. As you saw coming up to this stoplight, actually, it did not do its incredibly long slowdown and stop. So hopefully that's the case throughout all of the drives, because that is a part that annoyed me a little bit, and I'm sure annoyed other drivers. You know, you just seem like a grandpa, you know, just driving very, very slowly and too cautiously. So we'll see. 12.4.3, I really didn't have any hand interventions. I have 2 videos of that you can see, but you know, on a lot of these drives there really wasn't any issues with having to touch the steering wheel or whatnot. But like I said, everything reacted a little differently. We'll see how this one goes, because this is definitely my first drive and I'm taking it on the highway, and I'm going to let it merge. I keep everything on assertive. I did the auto offset this time. I said I will give it a chance every single update. Every update up to this point that it's been available, I've turned it off. I haven't liked it, so we'll see if it works better on this one. I would like to use it. I don't want to go 20 under the speed limit all the time. So that merge was nice. I mean, and I know they say it's a different highway stack, and I know that everybody says that, and there's a combination, but I personally did feel that the staging was significantly better in 12.4.3. I found in 12.3 it spent a lot of time in the left lane waiting for the last possible second to get over. I don't have it on minimal lane changes or anything. I just have it on assertive. So we'll see how this goes. Well, I guess the offset right now is the 69, so this is the appropriate lane to be in 69. I could put up the speed a little bit. I would normally drive a little faster on here, but 69 is fine. Wondering why I wasn't wanting to get over, but there's a car there, so I was like, that's not typical of it, and I didn't know if that was a new thing for 12.5, but apparently not. So we'll see how far it gets over. This is what I'm keep looking at, you know, how long, how close it gets to the exit before it starts making its way over. Like I said, in 12.4.3 seemed to be much better. We'll see in 12.5, and I know on the notes it actually said that there upcoming improvements were going to be fixing that, so there might not be very much change on that at all, so we'll see. So far pretty smooth though. I mean, I haven't had any real complaints yet. I mean, this is a pretty short drive, so we'll see. It still has to exit. So now we're 1.2 miles. So that's kind of what I like to see. I would like to see it always starting to get over. I mean, I would be comfortable even 2 miles, you know, especially if the car's driving by itself. It's like 2 miles, start getting over into the right lane. But this is good, you know, 0.9 miles, I think, is what it was to be in the far right lane for your exit. So I'm still not complaining too much. Oh, well, there's a get away from the merge lane, so we'll see. That's something that I think is unnecessary, especially on a situation like that where it got away from a merge lane, but there was really nobody merging, so you know, you're really not getting away from anybody. It was an unnecessary lane change. So we got a little bit of a roundabout-ish exit here. We'll see how this goes. I still haven't touched anything. This exit says 20 and it's going 40. I would still go 40 on this exit, so it's not doing anything strange. So that may be where the auto offset helps, because if it would have dropped to 20, I would have hit the accelerator for sure. There's a car behind us, you know, that's going around this speed, so you wouldn't want to impede traffic. So here's a yield. I'm looking, there is nobody coming right now. Let's see how good it does. Good. Construction cones, there's a lot of that everywhere, I'm sure. It's been doing really well with that for every version that I've had, which has started at the 12.3, so I wouldn't expect it to do poorly there. So see, I know that it's been doing, you know, slow down over train tracks and whatnot. So that wasn't terrible. It wasn't as slow as it's gone previously over other train tracks, but we'll see if that's something normal or if it's something new that it's going over faster. But I do like that. It was doing that on 12.4.3 quite a bit too, just avoiding people that are stopped and turning into the left lane and moving over. So let's see if it gets back over appropriately. Yeah, nice and smooth. I mean, I hope that the takeaway on 12.5 is smooth, because 12.4.3 had a lot of improvements, but smoothness was not one of them. So I don't mind this. I feel like we're getting closer to just a good driver, you know, even on these stoplights in the car, you know, it's not stopping way behind and slowing down and really slowly approaching its stopping point. It's kind of getting there a little bit quicker. I mean, certainly not aggressive by any means, but definitely quicker than it's been doing. So So that was nice. On this turn, it typically has gone pretty slow. So it was nice to see it keeping up with traffic on that and going the same. I don't think that anybody at this point, you know, driving behind me would think that I'm driving any differently than anybody else, you know, so that's good. I definitely, you know, felt that some previous versions, you know, just how slow it was and cautious around certain things, you know, made it pretty obvious that it wasn't a human driver. Not to say that it was unsafe, it's probably just overly safe. So this is nice. Still fully braking, you know, slowing down so much in between cars. The length that it leaves in between cars, I don't know if this is like some statistic or metric that is the best and safest distance, but you know, a couple car lengths I think would be fine. It seems sometimes like it's leaving quite a few more than a couple, but which is just, I find, you know, when I'm driving behind people that drive like that, it's making me slam on my brakes because I'm not expecting them to start slowing down when they're so far away from another car. But like I said, there's I haven't hit anybody like that by any means, and I'm sure it's a safety thing. So the auto offset has been nice, so I'll leave it there. Well, let's see this stop sign, because that was a question. It had approached this stop sign so slowly before, so we'll see if it stops and then goes. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. This is where the auto offset, I would actually only drive 25 in this zone, so you know, getting up to 30 is a little much. But well, that concludes this video, so hopefully you enjoyed it. I'll do some more on 12.5 and see if I can find anything glaring or any issues.